The Arizona sun burned low across the open desert as Colt Avery, a lone cowboy with dust on his boots and tiredness in his bones, guided his horse Jasper toward a narrow valley where a creek shimmered like a silver vein cutting through the red earth. All he wanted was to fill his canteen and push on toward Dead Man's Crossing, but fate, wild, unpredictable fate, had other plans waiting in the cool shadows ahead. As he descended the slope, the wind carried an unexpected sound to him, soft splashes, gentle laughter, voices light and musical like drifting wind chimes. Colt froze out of instinct, his steps turning cautious as he approached the brush near the creek. When he peeked through the leaves, the sight before him struck him harder than a shotgun blast. 3 Apache women were bathing in the creek, water glistening on their sun-kissed skin, their long dark hair floating behind them like strands of midnight silk. One stood tall and proud, her face turned toward the golden sky, eyes closed as if speaking to the spirits of the land. Another spun playfully in the water, sending droplets into the air like tiny stars. The third sat on a smooth boulder, dipping her feet into the cool stream while humming a soft, haunting tune that echoed through the canyon like a forgotten prayer. Colt's first instinct was simple: turn around, walk away, pretend he'd never seen this. Every cowboy knew better than to be caught watching Apache women, even on accident. But something held him there a moment longer, not desire, but a strange pull, like the land itself was telling him to stay still. Before he could decide, Jasper let out a sudden whinny that shattered the quiet. The laughter stopped. The water stilled. 3 sharp, piercing gazes turned toward him like arrows. Colt raised both hands slowly and stepped out of the brush, his voice steady though his heart thumped hard. Didn't mean no harm, ladies. Just passin' through. The tall woman stepped forward through the water with fearless grace, droplets sliding down her like living crystals. She made no move to cover herself, instead, she stared at him with the regal confidence of a hawk. "White Rider," she said in careful, steady English, "you walk where you should not." Colt nodded. "Reckon you're right." The playful woman giggled suddenly. "He looks more scared than a rabbit," she teased, circling him with her eyes full of mischief. The third woman remained still, studying him quietly, not with fear but curiosity, as though trying to see his heart instead of his face. The tall one spoke again. "What do you seek here?" "Just water," Colt replied. "Then I'll ride on." She stared at him for a long, silent moment before lifting her chin. "Come closer." Colt hesitated but sensed no threat. He stepped to the creek's edge. The women exchanged glances, then the playful one approached with bold steps. "You are not like the others," she said. "Most men run when they see Apache women. You stay." Colt shrugged lightly. "Running don't suit me." At this, the quiet woman finally spoke, her voice soft but sharp. "Our people know you, cowboy. They say you ride alone but bring no harm." Colt blinked. "Can't say I know why." The tall woman stepped closer, her presence strong and commanding. "My name is Naya," she said. "This is Loma, and she is Suni." Hearing their names felt like receiving a gift from the canyon itself. Colt introduced himself, and to his surprise, they invited him to sit near the water's edge. He talked with them as the sun dipped lower, telling simple tales of the trail, while they spoke of Apache life, of soldiers and thieves, and the danger stirring in the land, danger deeper than any outlaw Colt had ever faced. Just as twilight settled purple over the canyon, a distant howl shattered the peace. All 3 women tensed instantly. Naya's expression hardened. "They come," she said. Colt stood. "Who?" Suni touched his arm urgently. "Riders. Bad men. They hunt women, any women." Colt's jaw tightened. "How many?" 10, Naya answered. "Maybe more." Without another thought, Colt said, "Then you best get your things. I'll help you get clear of here." Naya studied him in silence, as though weighing his soul. "You owe us nothing," she said. "Why help?" Colt gave a half-smile. "Because Trouble's found you, and Trouble's got a way of making me mad." For the first time, Naya smiled, a fierce, approving smile. "Then ride with us, Colt Avery," she said. "Tonight, the land chooses your path." And as they prepared to flee with night closing fast around them, Colt knew this encounter was no accident. Something bigger had begun, something that would test every ounce of courage inside him.